Hey guys, I don't know why you didn't get the intro. No. I don't know where the intro is. I lost it. Alright. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Purplexed, aka Purplexed QT, Laura, anything you want to call me. Tonight is number 5. So, I was cleaning out Hornet's Nest. I have not even had time to do anything with the look, but since you guys were so liking my all natural look, I decided to stick with it again. 780. So I know, Selena. Thank you. Selena's like my math girl. She knows all my numbers. Oh, it's now down to 4,216 for 2 million. So since my boss still didn't put me on the schedule for tomorrow, and I am not complaining, otherwise I would just text him and say, get me on the schedule. So I'm hoping to go another couple of days. I have till the 1st of the month before, hours reset. So I'm just going to kind of skate it out till Wednesday if I can. I do have to touch base with him tomorrow, but so far so good, not on the schedule, so I'm not stressing. I also want to say that because I'm not on the schedule for tomorrow, I am going to do a makeup giveaway on my other channel tonight after this live. So, let me say hi to everyone. What's up, mods? What's up, subs? Hey, Patreons. Hey, members from the other chat. So, let me just say the exciting thing about today's case is that there's new news on it, like today. Someone posted an article today. It's pretty exciting news. It's pretty wacky, but I'm going to get to that after. So, thank you, Susan. I really don't. If you want to know the truth, I haven't showered or nothing. And I had to clean out 4 hornets' nests. I was afraid. I was running. I was shh. And then I ran out of spray, and yeah, not good. So, what's up, Denny? All right, let me say hi. What's up, Vintage Gal? Hey, Hummingbird. Hey, Denny. Hey, Foxybot. UC Boss. Alexandra. Carol. Nana. Stacey Marie. Hummingbird. Caslin. Nadia G. 123. Tiffany. Selena. Hummingbird. Vintage Gal. now I'm repeating. Nana, Denise, Tyra, Foxybot, Carol C, Denise, Red Dragon. Probably better if I start at the top. Scott Streets, Denise, DJ, how you feeling? Peekaboo, Selena. So Tinker, hey Jonice, since Peekaboo asked me, I'm gonna do this real fast because I know I flaked on a meeting with Patreons today. I am so sorry. The only thing the meeting was on is the Patreon stuff that I had said on my earlier live. I'm gonna say it on this live too for any future Patreons. I also want to welcome back a Patreon. She's not in here now, but I want to welcome back Hockey Mom. She came back to Patreon. But I also, the whole thing was that as of tonight, either tonight or tomorrow, I got to do before the 1st. I have to eliminate every single thing that you get for Patreon. I have to remove them. Patreon had sent us all an email that if we remove anything that charges a sales tax, then you guys won't get charged a sales tax. Overseas, like Australia, I think was like 18%. So as long as you're not showing that you have anything that's taxable, they will not tax you. So there are certain things that are exempt from taxes. So you're going to see on there that I'm removing anything that's not exempt from taxes. And every single day in my live, I'm going to let you guys know, or future Patreons know, that you're still going to get all the benefits. Contact me privately, and it's not illegal. This is exactly what Patreon tells you to do. Otherwise, every single Patreon you have is going to get taxed for every single month. And it's, I mean, on a $5 Patreon, you're going to get charged in the US, you're going to get charged 55 cents. If you're at, I forgot what charge it was. If you're at like, the 10% mark or 11%. But, you know, when you're in some of the places that are like 18% and you're, you know, $10 Patreon, that's a lot of extra money. So different creators are doing different things. Some of them are just making their prices higher. But to me, that makes no sense because it just doesn't add up. Because even if you make it higher, they're still getting taxed on it. Then they're just getting taxed on a higher amount. So in order to avoid the sales tax at all costs, I'm removing everything except what you're not exempt from. I mean, everything that you're exempt from. So we'll see how it goes. We'll know July 1st. But that's why for future Patreons, you're going to see everything is eliminated. It's not eliminated. I'm just doing that to pass on the savings to you guys so you're not hit with sales taxes. So I just want to put that out there. That's what the Patreon meeting was about. I just didn't have a chance because I was playing Bee Control. I mean, I had hornet's nest everywhere. There were like 4 of them outside. You read it on Patreon as well. Yeah, it's all listed on Patreon. You can see everything in Patreon, but I just want to put it out there. But that's what the meeting was about. Then I got caught up in the, in the bee hunting. And I had to drive Sage to work and so on and so forth. So, Just Angel, you're back. Dude, we were so worried about you. $10 turns to $15 depending on exchange rate when you get an extra dollar. Exactly. So I'm trying to avoid all of it. And like I said, I'm going to say it every day on my live. So this way people know, like, you know, it's not eliminated. Did you see you can't smoke on camera anymore? I did not, but I heard about it. Where are those rules? I want to see those rules. I mean, really, it's kind of dumb. You just turn your camera off. It's that simple. Because remember, I never really smoked on camera for a long time. Hey, FOD. You can't drink either. Well, you could drink regular drink. Your mouth gets dry. You just can't drink alcohol. Maybe Katie changed the whole rules of YouTube. I will find the rules. Yeah, please do, Amelia. Hey, Miss ATX. So Miss ATX and her boyfriend slash fiance had a really good live last night. It was a lot of fun. And it was so nice going into a live and there was no hate. It was a wonderful thing. Just Angel, we were very worried about you. A lot of people asked me, where have you been? I wanted to make sure you were okay. I said, I don't have your phone number. I don't know how to get a hold of you. But everyone was worried about you. All right. So, Amelia, can you find that? I'm really curious. Smokes and Pride. You just turn off your camera. But I get it. I mean, I had that theory for a long time that smoking on camera is kind of bad. Like, it's cheesy. We loved having you. Gonna learn. Hell yeah. I want to go camping. Manzi didn't think I'd like camping. I love camping. Alright, I am just waiting for Amelia to find me that thing before I start. Yeah, Just Angel, were you in like YouTube jail or something, or you just didn't come on? Because everybody missed you. Everyone was talking about you. And while I'm waiting for that, hang on. Ha! Instant fix. I need wax. That's why I actually turned the camera off. But while I'm here... Yeah, Just Angel, everyone really was worried about you. Listening, doing a pedicure. Alright. What's up, Nini? A lot of people were Just Angel. Not just, I mean, they really were. A lot of people were. Even earlier today, everyone's like, have you seen Hummingbird? I was like, no. I mean, have you seen Just Angel? I'm like, I haven't. I don't know how to get a hold of her. What's up, Nini? I'm just waiting on Amelia. Amelia Airhead. What's up, Tinker? Thank you, Janelle. I don't have no way to communicate with... I'm telling you, everyone was worried. I heard Hummingbird. I was getting ready for this live. I like camping too. Alright, come on, Amelia. I'm gonna try to look for it. Hold on. All right, well, the FCC has no authority over smoking or drug use on YouTube. Just so everyone knows. Videos that promote tobacco-related products, including tobacco pipes, rolling papers, and vape pens, are also unsuitable. Finally, videos that promote products designed to stimulate tobacco smoking, including Herbal cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and vaping are not suitable. I'm not sure it's everybody. Now, I'm not showing that it's illegal to smoke on YouTube. Only you just can't. Hold on. I'm not showing it. It just says that was from last year that you can't promote Marlboro or e-cigarettes or vaping. You are loved. You're very loved, Just Angel. Alright, unless someone could show me, I'm not showing anything that shows a new YouTube policy they can't smoke on camera. I'm not seeing it anywhere. So hopefully someone will be able to tell me. So let's get right into it. I tried giving it a moment. I don't see anything. It looks like every year they've been talking about it. Look at you, Castlin, dropping links. It says minimize, not prohibited. Where, though? I'm not finding anything that shows it. It looks like they try to do it like every year. All right. Oh, you know what I did just find, though? I cannot curse anymore. Cursing will cause demonetization. So we won't curse anymore. We got to be good. Especially on this channel. I'm so close. So close. Alright, no more F-bombs. Can't with that first sketch art. I know, right? Alright, so let's get into... I know Hummingbird is not going to work for me. You can say shit, hell, and damn. But anything stronger than that, you're out. No racial slurs, no nothing. You all know that's getting a video. What is? That I can't curse? Hey, Gravy K. All right. And it's funny, I was going to mention the book. So let's get into the case. Gravy, did you know there's new news? There's brand new news on it? Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about the Golden State Killer. Golden State Killer is a serial killer, obviously. Hold on, let me get back on camera. Alright, Golden State Killer is a serial killer. But he's not just a serial killer. He's a serial rapist and a burglar. He committed at least 13 murders, more than 50 rapes, and 100 burglaries in California between the years of 1974 and 1986. Now, I should get the board. This is really important to remember. Everything stopped in 1986. Kind of like the Zodiac Killer. Everything just stopped. But he was born in 1945. As of right now, he's 74 years old. He was born in Bath, New York, which is upstate New York. He's 5'10". He's married. He married someone in 1973 named Sharon Marie Huddle. He has 13 murder victims, 50 plus rape victims, and 120 burglarized. His nicknames have been known as the East Area Rapist, Golden State Killer, Diamond Knot Killer. His actual name is Joseph James D'Angelo. Now, the reason why he's so important, or the reason why he's one of the most infamous in the state of California, is one, he was a police officer, and two, because he never got caught until recent. He was also known as the Visalia Ransacker, the East Area Rapist, and the original Night Stalker. Golden State Killer was active from 1974 to 1986 from Sacramento to Santa Barbara County, committing at least 13 murders, 50 plus rapes, and more than 100 burglaries. Now, in 2013, things started to take a turn. True crime writer Michelle McNamara coined the term the Golden State Killer to encompass the many different monikers given, the criminal that he was. Now, taking them apart, the Visalia Ransacker. And so in 1974, Visalia, which is like a small town in kind of Northern California, it's like in between Sacramento and Los Angeles. This was where he did all of his rapes. 100 burglaries. He would rummage through the homeowner's belongings, taking mostly low-value items, coins, women's undergarments. In September of 1975, a man strongly believed to be the ransacker broke into the home of Claude Snelling in an attempt to kidnap Snelling's daughter. The intruder shot Snelling twice and escaped as Snelling died from his injuries. There was another attempted break-in and shooting in December of that year, but the ransacker evaded police once again. After the December attack, the burglary stopped in Visalia. So he was kind of back and forth. As an East Area Rapist, in June of 1976, he went to East Sacramento area, which is Northern California. That became where he became a serial rapist. He began by stalking women in the area, peeping through their windows, trying to find exactly how he was going to do it. On June 18th of 1976, he broke into the home of a single woman in Rancho Cordova and raped her at knife point. He committed at least 49 more rapes in the East Sacramento and surrounding cities. Last known rape was on June 11th of 1979 in Danville, just outside of San Francisco. In 1978, he murdered Katie and Brian Magor while they were walking their dog in Rancho Cordova. I made a list of all the places he raped, and Rancho Cordova he was big in, and I'm going to get to that after. On October 1st of 1979, he broke into a home in Southern California, town of Goleta. He tied up the couple living there. Fortunately, neighbors heard the couple's cry for help and called the police. Now, let me also add, between the years of 1976 and 1980, he was a police officer. So he could not get caught. He was dubbed the Night Stalker, but later renamed the original Night Stalker after Ramirez received the same name. The original Night Stalker went on to murder 4 more couples and a single woman in Southern California from 1979 to 1981, raping the women before he killed them. The murder stopped until 1986 when he raped and murdered Janelle Cruz. So, just to give you a little background, after the murder of Janelle Cruz in 86, there were no more crimes. He completely stopped. While it was believed that 2 crime sprees were related, but the cases were not officially connected until 2001. So that went from 1986 until 2001, when DNA evidence proved that the East Area Rapist and the original Night Stalker were the same person. After the 2001 connection, the case went quiet until 2016. Now, stop. Let's think about that for a second. His crimes were between 1974 and 1986. He had, this is where the whiteboard comes in handy. I should go get it. Between 1974 and 2000, and 1986. Then everything stopped. 2001, DNA linked people together. In 2001, DNA was still not big. It was still not like what it is today. So the case went still for 15 years. In 2016, authorities announced renewed effort to capture him. On April 24th of 2018, well, mind you, he started in 2000 I'm sorry, I keep fucking up the date. See, it's natural. In 2018, as compared to his last murder, which was 1986, I wonder, did he just get bored? Did he decide he's had enough? Did he want to raise his family? I'm like, what stopped him in 1986 and then never again? That's something that nobody seems to know. So he was arrested and charged with 8 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the original Night Stalker cases. It was revealed that he was strongly suspected in relation to the Visalia Ransacker cases. In August, D'Angelo was charged with 13 kidnapping abduction attempts in connection with the East Side Rapist. He was not charged with any of the rapes. However, that's because the statute of limitations is passed. So that's the other thing that I'm thinking, that he stopped it just in case he was going to get caught. Like maybe he thought he was going to get caught. So he made sure the statute of limitations had gone up. That's the only thing I could think of. Now, either that or something spooked him and he decided not to do it anymore. I'm not really sure. What's up, Millbilly? Nobody really knows, but he's been denying that he's guilty. He's always said he was innocent. He was 72 years old at the time of his arrest. So from 1973 to 1976, he was a police. I thought it was 80. Till 73 to 76, he was a cop in Exeter, which was a small town not far from Visalia. In 1976, he joined the police department in Auburn, which is about a 30-minute drive from Sacramento. He was fired from his police job in 1979 when he was caught shoplifting dog repellent and a hammer from a local convenience store. I still can't figure out for the life of me why a cop would shoplift a hammer and a dog repellent. It seems odd. Only thing I could think of is he planned on using them in the rapes or possibly in a murder, and he couldn't buy it for whatever reason. They didn't want him at the store. I don't know. I'm guessing. But it's kind of weird. Yeah, no one would suspect a cop. So after he was fired, he moved to Citrus Heights in 1980, which is where he lived until he was arrested. So the weird part, though, is how he was arrested. So he was identified through free DNA, using a site called GED Match, and it's where individuals can upload DNA profiles from services like 23andMe or MyHeritage. In 2018, police uploaded a DNA sample from a 1978 crime connected to the Golden State Killer. The DNA reduced almost 1 million profiles to a single family. And with the help of other factors like approximate age, geographic proximity, the authorities were able to narrow in on a single suspect. After D'Angelo was identified on April 19th of 2018, He was put under police surveillance. Police were able to gather DNA samples from the door handle of his car and a discarded tissue, which they matched to DNA that had collected at crime scenes linked to the Golden State Killer. So the use of DNA databases to finally apprehend him was actually really controversial because they didn't use any special police DNA. They did a very public forum. You would think that the police would match it. No, everything was public. Familiar DNA has been used by authorities all over the country to identify and capture suspects in heinous crimes. But some believe the government being able to search through DNA databases for criminals is a breach of privacy. People who have never uploaded a DNA sample can be identified through distant family members, as was the case for D'Angelo. According to a study published in Science magazine, approximately 60% of people of European descent and approximately 40% of people of sub-Saharan African descent in America can be identified through MyHeritage DNA database alone. That is a scary thought. And I'm going to repeat that. 60% of European descent, which is pretty much all of 60% of all Caucasian people, and 40% of sub-Saharan African descent in America can be identified through DNA database alone, even if you've never uploaded. That's kind of scary. One of the detectives was a hottie. It is. That's kind of scary, though. So his crimes, these are the dates of his crimes. I'm going to go through. All right. On Friday, June 18th of 1976 at 4 a.m. in Rancho Cordova. These are all the ones he raped. Saturday, July 17th, 1976 at 2 a.m. in Del Dejo Drive. August 29th of 1976 at 3:20 a.m. Rancho Cordova. September 4th, 1976, Citrus Heights. October 5th, 1976, Citrus Heights. October 9th, 1976, Del Dejo Drive, Carmichael. October 18th at 2:30 a.m., Del Doya. On the same day, 11 o'clock p.m. in Rancho Cordova, he raped somebody else. November 10th in Citrus Heights. December 18th, Carmichael. January 18th, Sacramento. January 24th, 1977, Citrus Heights. February 7th, 1977, Citrus Heights. February 16th, 1977, Ripon Court. Back to Sacramento. March 8th, Sacramento. March 18th, Rancho Cordova. April 2nd, Orangevale. Now notice there's about a week in between each one of them. A week, 10 days between every single one of them. April 2nd, Orangevale. April 15th, Crestview. May 3rd, Sacramento. May 5th, Orangevale. May 14th, Citrus Heights. May 17th, Carmichael. May 28th, Sacramento. September 6th, Lincoln Village. October 1st, Rancho Cordova. October 21st, Foothill Farms. October 29th, Sacramento. November 10th, Sacramento. December 2nd, Foothill Farms. January 28th, 1978, Sacramento. March 18th, Stockton. April 14th, South Sacramento. June 5th, Modesto. June 7th, Davis. June 23rd, Modesto. June 24th, Davis. July 6th, Davis. October 7th, Concord. October 13th, Concord. October 28th, San Raymond. November 4th, San Jose. December 2nd, San Jose. December 9th, Danville. December 18th, San Ramon. This is just his rapes. March 20th of 1979, Rancho Cordova. April 4th, Fremont. June 2nd, Walnut Creek. June 11th, Danville. June 25th, Walnut Creek. July 5th, Danville. That was just his rapes. His murders were Brian, who was a military policeman at Mather Air Force Base, and his wife, Katie. They were walking their dog in Rancho Cordova on the night of February 2nd, 1978, where 5 East Area Rapist attacks had occurred. The Mugaris fled after a confrontation on the street, but were chased down like animals, and they were shot dead. Investigators suspected that they may have been murdered by the East Area Rapist because of their proximity to other attacks location, and a shoelace was found nearby. The FBI announced on June 5th, now this happened back in 79. The FBI announced on June 15th of 2016 that they were confident that the East Area Rapist murdered them. So they probably had DNA from that shoelace. Now, the original Night Stalker, which was 79 to 86. Remember, those rapes stopped in 79. From 79 to 86, on October 1st, attempted murder on Queen Anne Lane in Goleta. On December 30th of 79, Robert Offerman and Deborah Manning, Goleta. Now, these are the murders. No, these are the stalkers. On March 13th, Charlene and Lyman Smith. On August 19th of 1980, Keith and Patras Harrington. February 6th, 1981, Manueletta Whitcomb. July 27th of 81, Sherry Domingo and Gregory Sanchez. May 4th, Janelle Cruz. 1979, on October 1st, an intruder broke in and tied up a Goleta couple. Alarmed by him saying, "I'll kill him to himself, a man and woman tried to escape when they left the room and the woman screamed. Realizing that the alarm had been raised, the intruder fled on a bicycle. A neighbor who was an FBI agent responded to the noise and pursued the perpetrator, who abandoned the bike and knife and fled in through local backyards. The attack was later linked to the Offering Manning murders by shoe prints and twine used to bind the victims. On December 30th, 44-year-old Robert Offerman and 35-year-old Debbie Alexander Manning were both shot dead at Offerman's condominium in Goleta. The bindings were untied, indicating they had lunged towards the attacker, and neighbors had heard gunshots. Paw prints of a large dog were found at the scene, leading to speculation the killer may have brought one with him. Why would a killer bring a dog with him? The killer also broke into the vacant adjoining residence and stole a bicycle, later found abandoned on a street north scene. Now, just remember, though, this is 1979. There was no DNA. So you either had fingerprints or you had none. If someone had gloves on, you weren't getting anywhere. Then in 1980, took a DNA test ancestry before I turned it in. I asked my dad if he had anything to tell me and that I didn't have to turn this in. Well, how did it turn out, Ivan? On March 13th, 33-year-old Charlene Smith and 43-year-old Lyman Smith, who was about to be appointed as a judge. Lyman was about to be a judge. Were found murdered in their Ventura home. Charlene Smith had been raped. A log from a wood pile on the side of the house was used to bludgeon the victims to death. Their wrists and ankles had been bound with drapery cord. An unusual Chinese knot, a diamond knot, was used on her wrists. The same knot was noted in the Sacramento East Area Rapist attacks, and at least one confirmed case which was publicly known. The murder was then briefly given the name the Diamond Knot Killer. On August 19th, 24-year-old Keith Eli Harrington and 27-year-old Patrice Bisco Harrington were found bludgeoned to death in their home. She had also been raped. There was evidence that her wrists and ankles were bound, no ligatures or a murder weapon were found at the scene. They were only married for 3 months at the time of their deaths. Now, Patrice was a nurse in Irving and Keith was a medical student at UC Irving. And Keith's brother later spent nearly $2 million supporting the California Proposition 69, which was authorizing DNA collection from all California felons and certain other criminals. In 1981, 28-year-old Manuel was raped and murdered in her home. On July 27th, 35-year-old Sherry Domingo and 27-year-old Gregory Sanchez were the 10th and 11th victims of the killer. In 1986, on May 4th, 18-year-old Lisa Cruz was found after she was raped and bludgeoned to death in her Irving home. Her family was on vacation in Mexico at the time of the attack. She was killed with a pipe wrench. Reported missing by her stepfather, was thought to be the murder weapon. Southern California murders were not initially thought to be connected by investigations in their respective jurisdictions. Sacramento detectives strongly believed the East Area Rapist was responsible for the Goleta attacks, but the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office attributed them to a local career criminal who was later murdered. Investigating the crimes not committed in Goleta caused local police to follow false leads related to the men who were close to the crime victims. One person later cleared was charged with 2 murders, and the cases were linked almost entirely by DNA years later. So that's like the whole background. Now, he had a slender build. He was a type A blood. He wore a size 9, 9.5 shoe, which is how they were able to connect him. He was a white male, about 5'10" in height. Now, in 1977, now remember, his crime spree started in 1974. In 1977, someone claiming to be the East Area Rapist sent a poem to the Sacramento Bee, which, I mean, think about it. How many of these killers sent letters into the newspapers? The Sacramento's mayor's office and television station on December 11th, a masked man, possibly the Golden State Killer, eluded pursuit by law enforcement personnel after alerting authorities by telephone that he would strike on Watt Avenue that night. Now, again, that was 1977. He was already a cop. He was a police officer in 1977. So if anybody knew how to elude police, it would be a cop. All right. Hold on. Alright. So, sorry. He got away with a lot. I agree, Gravy, that he was caught using random DNA, but let me show you the, hold on, let me lower this so you guys don't hear my Facebook beeps. Alright. I was laughing at a comment somebody left. Alright, so this is the poem. All those mortals surviving birth upon facing maturity take inventory of their worth to prevailing society. Choosing values becomes a task. Oneself must seek satisfaction. The selected route will unmask character when plans take action. Accepting some work to perform at fixed pay but promise no more is a realized social norm, as in decorum seeking lore. Achieving while others lifting should be cause for deserving fame. Leisure tempts exciting seeking, what's right and expected seems tame. Jesse James has been seen by all, and Son of Sam has an author. Others now feel temptation's call. Sacramento should make an offer to make a movie of my life that will pay for my planned exile. Just now, I'd like to add the wife of a mafia lord to my file. Your East Area Rapist and deserving pest. See you in the press or on TV. That was allegedly from the East Side Rapist. That's what they say, who it came from. Now, the second sheet talked about a teacher. During the investigation of the 42nd attack in Danville, investigators discovered 3 sheets of notebook paper where a suspicious vehicle had been reportedly parked, although no association with the East Area Rapist has been proven. The first sheet contained what appears to be an essay on General George Armstrong Custer. The second thing, and there's not much to it. It just says, mad is the word that reminds me of a 6th grade. I hated that year. It goes on and on. On the last sheet of the hand-drawn map of what appears to be a suburban neighborhood, the word punishment scrawled across the reverse side. Investigators were unable to identify the area in the map, although the artist clearly had knowledge of architectural layout and the landscape design. According to Detective Larry Poole, the map is a fantasy location representing the Golden State Killer's desired striking ground. So I do have the handwritten letters and the maps. Those I will be giving to Patreons and members. Apologize, guys. Got to give them something. And then there were a lot of phone calls. The police department got phone calls from the East Side Rapist on March 18th of 1977. Got one claiming that you're never going to catch me on December 2nd of 1977. Merry Christmas on December 9th of 1977. Watts Avenue on December 10th of 77. Gonna kill you on January 2nd of 78. A counseling service claiming to be the East Side Rapist called the counseling service and said, I have a problem. And this was in 1978. I have a problem. I need help because I don't want to do this anymore. After a short conversation, the caller said, I believe you're tracing the call, and hung up. Later calls between 82 and 91. Remember, this all stopped in 86. Previous victim received a call at a workplace, a restaurant, during where the rapist threatened to rape her again. According to Contra Costa County investigator Paul, the rapist must have chanced to patronize the restaurant and recognized his victim there. In 1991, a previous victim received a phone call from the perpetrator and spoke with him for about a minute. She could hear a woman and children in the background, leading to speculation that he had a family. The final call he ever made was in 2001. Now, what makes this so eerie is that in 2001, he had already been done since 1986. But in 2001, there was an article written by Sacramento Bee, the original Night Stalker and the East Rapist, that a victim of the rapist received a call and he asked, remember when we played? So, yeah. So during the investigation, though, there were people that were eliminated as suspects. Brett Glaspie was considered a suspect. Paul Schneider, Joe Aslip, they were all considered suspects in it. And then finally, on April 24th of 2018, the sheriffs arrested Joseph D'Angelo, former police officer. He was charged with 8 counts of first-degree murder, special circumstances. On May 10th, Santa Barbara charged him with 4 additional counts of first-degree murder. Now, all you need to do is have 1 count of first-degree murder, and you're done. Like, that's a life sentence. But the interesting thing is that, yeah, this guy was no joke. But the interesting thing is what happened today. Well, not today, but a lot of it was released today. So he had been denying that he was all these people. So now remember, this just happened in 2018. He's still in trial. So he was pleading not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. The guy's 74 years old. But he was pleading not guilty. Why are you running ahead of me, Selena? She's killing me. Absolutely killing me. She just gave away my whole next line. That's it. Selena's banned. June 29th of 2020, which we know we're not there yet, is tomorrow. He is expected to plead guilty to all of his crimes in order to be spared the death penalty. She killed me. Yeah, he hasn't gone to trial yet, which I didn't know that when I started, looking into this case. I forgot about this case. But yeah, he hasn't gone to trial yet. But tomorrow he's going to court and he's expected to plead guilty in order to not get the death sentence. To be honest with, I know Selena came prepared. It's okay, Selena. What I find interesting, yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it's on, but he's 74 years old. I don't know why he wouldn't take the death penalty, but I thought California doesn't have death penalty anymore. So what's the difference? But dude's gonna die soon anyway. Like, I don't get the point of sparing his life. 9:30 Pacific time. Thank you. So I will run it from this channel as long as it's on a public stream. Then I'll be able to run it. Hey, Hockey Mom, welcome back. No Weed, Georgia? No, we have it. You have it? Have what? You lost me. Oh, the death penalty. I lost my chain of thought. Thank you, Gravy. But I thought, like, Scott Peterson it stopped it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought death penalty was gone. And that's why Scott Peterson is walking. Am I wrong? But, I thought Scott Peterson was taken off of death row. Because there is no more death row in California. So, now I'm really confused. Oh, it was reinstated. Wow, I did not know that. Aha, okay. I didn't know it was reinstated. Well, that's the thing, Miss OMG. Supposedly, he's confessing to all of it. He's confessing to everything of what he's done. Who's Scott Peterson? Okay. So he's confessing to all these crimes. Now, the ones that happen, they'll sit on death row for decades, but he's going to sit on death row anyway. They're not going to execute him tomorrow. Like, Scott Peterson would go before him, and he's still waiting. Plus, he has time to appeal, which makes even really no sense to me. Because if he pled not guilty, and not guilty, and not guilty, and then you got convicted, then you have years of appeal. So it doesn't make sense to me. What is the point of him, even fighting for it? It just doesn't make sense. I'm really not sure why he's fighting this. Because he can't be charged with rapes or burglaries on statute of limitations for a lot of the offenses, but he has been charged with 13 counts of murder and 13 counts of kidnapping. Unfortunately, even though rape, death row is automatic appeal. See, that's what I'm saying. What's sad is rape was his biggest thing, and that's what he's not going to be charged with. And that sucks. That really sucks. But at least he's off the streets, and he's been off the streets since 2018. But I personally, I couldn't even imagine my rapist contacting me and saying, like, hey, what's up? Or I see you, or, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine it. So on April 10th of the guy's alive. On April 10th of 2019, prosecutors announced that they would seek the death penalty, and the judge ruled that cameras may be allowed inside the courtroom during the trial. On March 4th, he offered to plead guilty if the death penalty was taken off the table, which was not accepted at the time. On June 15th of 2020, it was reported that D'Angelo would plead guilty to 13 murder charges and kidnapping charges related to his many rapes on June 29th of that month in a deal to avoid the death penalty. So originally they wouldn't give it to him. Then they finally gave it to him. So something happened between March and June. I'm not really sure what. There's a hole because the governor, but it could come back with the next governor. So that's what's happening. That is, I did that in 55 minutes. That is, I mean, there's so much more to it. Like, he had, if you're interested in books about him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 books written about him. I'll Be Gone in the Dark, The Case of the Golden State Killer, Case Files of the East Area Rapist, The Creep Among Us, What If Golden State Killer, What If the Golden State Killer Zodiac solved? They thought maybe he was the Zodiac Killer. Secret Origin of the Golden State Killer, the Golden State Killer, and Innocence, Lost of Memoir, and Murder on His Mind, Serial Killer. There's a lot of books out there. Some good summer reading material. There's a lot to this case, but hey, you're Sassy. But what makes this case really like wow is one, all the years he didn't get caught. I would love to find out why he stopped in 1986. He had already been married. Like, that's the kind of serial killer that I would write to. That's the kind of serial killer I would love to talk to and find out why did he stop killing? What changed between those years and 86 and on? And what does he think about the DNA? Is there any way to fight the DNA? Why is he pleading guilty? These are all questions I have. How he got caught epic. I agree. But these are all the questions that I have that I sit there and wonder, why so many people, who's got so many people blocked? I'll Be Gone in the Dark is great. Author died trying to solve a case. Yeah, that's what Gravy K just said. He was married. He got married in like 1973. He was married through the whole thing. Oh, you have so many people blocked. Those calls creep me out bad. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I mean, he was a fucked up guy. But to know, the scary part is just to know that he was a police officer, to know that he wasn't caught for so long. You know what? Hold on. I may be able to answer my own question. Hang on. There you go. I just answered my own question. Ding, ding, ding. You know why it stopped in 1986? I looked up what year did they start using DNA. 1986 was when DNA was first used in a criminal investigation by Dr. Jeffries, 1986. The investigation used genetic fingerprinting in a case of 2 rapes and murders that happened between 1983 and 1986. There's your answer. I answered my own question. He stopped because DNA testing came out. That's why he stopped. And now it all makes perfect sense. I don't even know why it just hit me. But yeah, that's when he stopped. He got scared. I don't blame him. I would have been scared too. Especially with a murder. And that's, yeah, really, little did he know that he would get caught so many years later. But that's the other thing I don't understand. DNA or not. How do you, yeah, thank you for reminding me, Amber. There's a new upcoming HBO docuseries coming out. Well, looky there, haters. Detective Laura on the case. Exactly, peekaboo. There's an HBO docuseries. Amber, do you know when it's coming out? I saw a thing for it. Premieres Sunday. Oh, it's tonight? It premieres tonight. It's a 6-part documentary series about the Golden State Killer, based on a late Michelle McNamara's book about the violent predator Premiere Sunday on HBO. Yeah, it's tonight. So this is what I'm going to do. Whoever wants to watch it, I can run it through Zoom. Where anyone that wants to watch it, I just have to drop the link. So if I get enough people to say, yeah, they want to watch it or they don't have HBO, let me know. And we can do it through Zoom. Patreons, members. Watch it where I can show it through Zoom. So if you want to watch it with me, all I have to do is give you the Zoom link, and then we can all watch it together on Zoom. I just share screens. So it's on one screen, we can watch it on the other screen. As long as I can see it on HBO Online. I just got to drop you the link. See, what I like about Zoom for that, like I can mute people, but everyone can still talk if anyone has a question. I don't know. I'm going to look now, you are saucy. Hang on. I think it's probably premiered already. It's already 10 o'clock. Don't worry, Desiree. I'll hold your hand. Yeah, it's an app that you just have to download. Rogue Mod is active. Who you getting? Who'd Rogue Mod get? I don't see anyone deleted. Where'd hounds go? Where'd hounds go? Zoom works in Canada. Zoom works everywhere. Alright. Sign in. I'll be gone in the dark. Alright. Oh, bullshit. That's not wrong. Oh, I see why. Oh. Alright. Error. Start your free trial. Oh. Shit. Fuck. Uh-oh. For some reason, they got rid of HBO Go. Now it's like HBO Now. No. Alright, there we go. Why does it keep telling me I'm signed in and then it kicks me out? Laura. Alright, there we go. Why is it not allowing me to watch it? It shows the trailer. It's showing the trailer. Oh. Alright, we got it. Alright, we got it. So, I'm going to drop the Discord link. It's 1 hour. I don't know if they have all episodes on or only one at a time. Does anyone know? Does anyone know if they're only one at a time or if they have all of them, like Netflix? Because I can assure you, if I ran it on YouTube, I would be shut down immediately. That I can promise. Alright. So I am going to shut down, but before I shut down, I'm going to drop the link. I did drop it like it's hot. Oh my God. Yeah. So I did drop the link. If nobody wants to watch it, that's fine. I will watch it by myself. I'm going to drop it in Patreon and Discord and members too. But I am putting it out here for anyone here who wants to watch it. This is Zoom. That's Zoom. For anyone who wants to watch this. But I'm going to drop it in member Discord. I'm going to drop it in Patreon Discord. But I'm putting it out there for any subs that want to watch. I keep dropping it right above. The app costs nothing. It won't cost anything. How do you guys not see a link? I keep putting it here. Right there. You don't see it? How is no link showing? This is weird. Alright. You don't see that link. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I'm signed in under my other account. That's why it's not showing. Alright, here you go. Now you should see it. I didn't realize I was signed in under my other account. There it is. There you go. Alright, so whoever just came in, just so you guys know, I am still live. Alright.
Hello.
Hey, so I'm going to shut down the live. The link is there. And I will see you guys tomorrow night.